cows right outside my door. New Zealand, my friends. The gods have smiled upon you and showered you with love, light, and the first coming of Costco. Let us give thanks. Hey, I'm that American in New Zealand, and I'm here to obviously talk about that sweet, sweet mega store of wonder, Costco. We went over there the other weekend to check it out, do a comparison because we've gone to Costco back in the States, like every week of our lives. So we thought it would be interesting. And it was. Costco. Finally. We thought this was gonna be done years ago. Just got done. Lucky us. You guys, if you don't want to pay to go to an amusement park and people watch and see all the crazies, you gotta go to Costco. Plus, you don't have to go grocery shopping for like an entire year. You'll be set. I recommend it. So let me give you a little breakdown about what we thought about Costco. All right, we're gonna go check out Costco here in Auckland, New Zealand. Okay, so I will say we made one huge mistake by going to Costco because we went on a Saturday. That is like, one second. Sorry, I'm texting. All right, back to the regular programming. Anyways, so we went on a Saturday. That's the #1 rule that you learn about Costco, especially in the States. You don't go on the weekend. You go on a awkward middle of the weekday in the morning right away before the swarms arrive. Okay, so it was understandably very busy. Plus this is the first one in New Zealand. I almost said Australia. Ooh. Do they have them in Australia? So we're pulling into this huge complex. There's other stores, and we realized that it's not a parking lot, it's a parking garage, like many levels. Oh. You have arrived. I have never seen this in a Costco before. I don't know why they did that, and I'm assuming it's because land is scarce, but it's just chaotic. Like the turn to get up to the next level of the parking garage is really tight and squeezy, and everybody's got these big vehicles, and it's chaotic. And there are no spots. There are no spots. So we finally find a spot because my husband is magical. We make our way in, and we are greeted by escalators. There's escalators at the Costco. This is not a thing. This is new, and they're wide enough for your big ass cart. And there's like many of them. There's many levels to get you down to the ground floor of Costco. They should have just made it 2 levels, by the way. Brilliant idea. Costco, you can have that. So my initial impression upon walking in, being on these escalators and seeing everybody with their carts going back to their cars to take their many little goodies home. Little goodies. They were acting like this was totally normal. Like buying 3,600 eggs at one time is just like the Kiwi way. And I found that fascinating because first of all, it just arrived here. Second of all, there are no bulk stores here in New Zealand. And third of all, aren't they all worried about where they're going to put all of this food? Like in America, we have basements, and many of us have piles and stocks and shelves and shelves of toilet paper and paper towels and canned goods. But here, you don't have basements. There's no storage. Your fridges are like, they're like that big. They're like that big. Tiny. But the looks on these people's faces were like, yeah, we do this all the time. This is normal. They're loving it. Not fazed by the chaotic zoo that Costco was. So busy. This is crazy. So when I got in there and I started looking through all the brands and comparing how they looked, the store looked very similar, very similar. They even had like the like $1.29 hot dogs and slices of pizza and sodas at the very front. I think you can even get like an ice cream cone, things like that, which is funny because you're not gonna see hot dogs here in New Zealand. Very funny. I would love to know how those sales are doing. Also, I noticed, because you know when you walk in, the front is where all the cash registers are, just so full, packed, like so many people. It would have taken you 30 minutes to get through those lines. Just crazy. I think we went to Costco once, we saw those lines in America, and then we turned right back around. We went back. The way these people were moving around, it was like how moms were at Christmas in the 90s trying to get those Cabbage Patch dolls. I was surprised there wasn't any hair ripping, really. Also, I noticed that there weren't so many samples. In the States, on a Saturday at Costco, I would say every other aisle, maybe every aisle, has a little booth handing out vitamin supplements or like cream puffs, little pieces of pizza, salads, just oodles of stuff. We love our samples. We go there and then you don't have to eat lunch. Bring the kids, bring the wife. Here, I think I had one sample and I think it was an unattended table. Questionable. Did I eat it anyway? I did. I did notice they didn't have certain things. Sadly, I love, for instance, Costco's giant bag of organic dried mango. Not there. C'est la vie. But they did have tons of the Kirkland brand stuff. They also had a few local brands that I noticed, which I think is neat. Another point I want to make is that in America, Costco is known for being a good job. Like it'll provide you health care, enough money, over minimum wage so you can live off of it. They treat their employees really well. It's a great job. Here in New Zealand, I would love to know if any of you know a Costco employee here, because I mean, you don't need health care and minimum wage is like $24 now. So what other benefits are they giving them? I'm so curious, if any. So those are my thoughts about Costco, and I will pose you this. What do you guys think about this? Are you nervous? Because it kind of reminds me of when Walmart came in the early 2000s. Like there was a Walmart in every town, even small towns, and they just knocked out any local businesses and people were upset, and then they were also like, well, it is a lot cheaper, so we'll deal with it. Are you nervous that places like Costco are gonna take over? Because the prices at this Costco in Auckland, way cheaper than so many places around here, especially for like organic foods, bulk foods obviously. And most of the food is coming from the States, so I don't even know how that works. How is food that comes all the way from there cheaper than your local stuff here? I don't know how that works. It might concern me a little, but I also understand it's just a really good deal. What's a person to do? What are you guys' thoughts? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Also, I did cover this in another video, but if you didn't know, if you buy something from Costco, I'm sure it applies here too, you can return it in like years from now. So just tuck that back away if you go buy something, and they just stand by their quality. So you're covered there. Overall, a great experience. Will I be going back? No, I can't. No, I don't think so. 0%. There, where do you put the food? There? Do you put it over there? By the TV? I don't know. What a fun experience. So wild to see everyone adapting so quickly. It felt like going home just for a little bit. And I think once you get like 16 or 17 in Auckland, it won't be so busy. Just kidding. Probably. If you want to see another comparison this weekend, we also hit Taco Bell in Auckland. Check this video out right there. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Whoa.